All righty. Here we are to do the pens today. Let me get the junk off the front of the camera here. Wow. Gets a lot of spitting up on that baby. All right, let's see how that's aimed. Let's see here. Let me deactivate it and reactivate it. All right, that's a little better. Got the screen cleared off. Let me aim this thing a little nicer. All right, that looks a little straighter. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and turn up some goodies here. Got a Fordite blank in front of us. This Fordite blank, after rounding, starts out at a 0.82, 0.81 on either end. Pretty decent rounding. This is going to have to be about a 0.71 finger hold, maybe a little bit smaller to give us a nice elephant toe on the end here. Blower on. Let's see how far we progressed. Down to about a 0.71 on the money. All right. Now we're going to shape up this little elephant toe here. Happy Memorial Day, everybody watching. All right, that feels good on there. Let's go to the other end now. .74. Now, in a diamond painting pen, I personally like to see the Fordite a little further from the end because these are the business ends of the actual diamond painting pen. And that's where you don't want to mess with anything. You want to have it nice and firm, smoothed out, shaped well, ready to do diamond painting. Where the inner part of the pen, quite frankly, is just all decoration. So we'd love to see the Fordite more towards the middle. That may actually save you some money on Fordite because if it's over in here, we have to do a lot of shaping to get it right. All right, so we got a nice end on either one, both 0.71. Nice. All right, that's good there. Now let's look at this one, see what we're doing. So we got a lot of Fordite in here on both ends. We got a little gap here in the middle, which is all resin. So I think we're going to come up here. We're going to shape this a little bit to give it. We're going to leave it a little bit shy of our final thickness or thinness, however you look at it, so that we can sand it down. Because right now, if you look here, you got a lot of jagged edges, and that's because a little piece of paint break off as it's going around. We leave it a little fatter than we want it to end up in the end, and then we sand it down and then become super smooth lines. Now, I probably want to go into this one and go into this one. So let's first of all go find us the center of our actual blank. Okay, this one starts out to be 5.5, so it's going to be 2.75. So there's the middle. And then let's see what we got to play with here. So from the middle, we want to have a nice asymmetrical shape. We've got some digging to do here, and I think we'll probably do that. I think we'll do both from about 1 inch. We're going to get a lot of shape in here as we come off the finger hold, and we'll dig it down into here and come up into the resin. That will expose everything and make it look pretty cool. We could take a dive in the middle, although it's not tremendously exciting there, but we'll see. So let's turn it on. Let's mark our spots. So 3, we got 1 there. We got 1 inch from either side. All right. Now, one of the things we're going to do is dig in very gently with this guy right here. Because this is a thicker pen, we don't want to go too deep. Remember that Fordite is generally weaker than the resin. So we're using it for decoration. I think we'll go ahead and do it in the middle too. We'll get us a nice little wavy configuration here. It will go slightly deeper in the middle. All right, here we go. All right, mostly resin here in the middle. Now we're going to shape the top. I'm actually going to go a little bit deeper here. We are going to sand this down, so we are going to get deeper just by sanding. Let me shape this in the middle here a little bit. All right, let's do this here. We're going to come off of that 0.71 there nice and gently. Now let's go see how smooth that is. All right, we got rid of all the flat spots. A little bit of flat spot right here, here, and here. So we're going to take that down. Probably going to sand it down a little bit too, but we'll take it down a little bit right there. All right. It's getting some really good shape right in there. Very nice. Here too. As we sand that down, that's going to be more pronounced. It's going to be pretty cool, which is why I really love Fordite laid horizontally in a pen, because you get all these topographical looking maps type of thing, like a hillside. That's going to be gorgeous when we're done. And see on the other side here, we're not going to get that because it's completely in line with that. I'd like to have twisted that a little bit. Anyway, we'll see what we get. Here we go. We're essentially finishing this pen now. It's just most of the shaping is done in the beginning and the rest of the shaping done afterwards. What's up, baby? Hey, what, baby? I am filming right now. I am recording for Big Al's Guns. Let's see. I need a deeper one here. 120, 220, 180. I need a nice 80. Here we go. Nice 80. A lot of water. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Don't need to go all that fast. We're actually going to use the corner of this to drive down deeper so that we get a nice shape in here. We'll probably take another 1/16 of an inch off this way. And believe it or not, it is getting deeper and deeper here as we go. This customer has a number of pens like this. Got a couple of Fordites to do today. Pretty exciting. I love doing Fordite because it's a bit of a different process. As you can see, it takes more labor because we have to go a lot slower down into that Fordite. But man, when we're done, it is striking. And by the way, I don't know if this is Fordite or Kenwoodite or Bodite or whatever it is, but it's some type of paint layered on top of each other. All different kinds of paint. All right, so we don't want to take any more off the top. That's looking really good. We're just going to focus on the crevices or the dimples here. It's looking so nice. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Got a little piece of resin right there, but I'm okay with it. I'm going to want to see if I can get that sanded off, though, because I want to get down right into that Fordite. This is looking perfect over here. Just got to fix that right there. Everything else looking great. That's right on the top there. And the resin is harder than the Fordite, of course, so it's going to take a little more to get through. And you can't just focus on that one area because you'll get a flat spot, so you got to continue to shape. Looks nice. Like to have got a little more out of there. Maybe if they could have tilted just a little bit. I don't know if that's connected to that piece or not. I think it isn't, because that's going this way, and these are going down into the situation here. All right, let's take it up a notch. Now we're taking it way up in fineness, or the sandpaper count. We were down around at 80 as we were shaping. Now we're at around 400. This is essentially beginning to polish the paint. Sand it on its edge, if you will. You can see all the gray dirt or mud, you want to call it, building up, because we're still removing a little bit, making those lines tighter and tighter and tighter. Going up another notch. Getting super smooth now. Now, personally, for ink pens, Fordite can be incredible or a dud. It really depends upon the style of the pen, the curves in the turning for the pen, and how that Fordite is laid in the resin for that pen. You really want to get a lot of undulations, and sometimes you don't get that in a straight barreled pen. All right, let's get in here a little bit. We're going to polish it up. We're almost done with this one. We'll turn it up now as we polish it. Turn the speed up, I should say. We'll do about 4 pens in this video here, and we'll take a little break, come back and do some more pens. That way we don't make the video too long. Here we go. Now we'll go buff it after this, but let's see how, oh, yes, looking fabulous. Look at this here. I don't know what kind of cars this is from, but there is a lot of glitter in that paint. Diamond dust or whatever they call that type of paint. There's even some solid colors like red and gray and stuff, but then all of a sudden they've got all these you can see the different layers of glitter in there. Metallic paint, I think it's called. On this side, we just got some very nice horizontal lines. Very cool. And good resin job too. Like the mother of pearl with the purple highlights. All right, let me chamfer the ends. And switch the camera. And deactivate and activate this camera because it has gone off. There we go. Not sure why it does that, but there we go. All right, there it is. Turn that off. Even these straight ones look nice. Got a little bit of a topographical thing happening there. That's pretty cool. But this is the stuff I live for. Look at that. Looks like a topographical map going hiking in the mountains or something. Very cool. All right, let me switch the camera over. Now this one should be really cool because this is a clear resin tinted with a little bit of purple. So even though you can't see through this one yet because I got it all scratched up, I already pre-rounded it so we can get going and not waste time on this video making it round. That's never too exciting. So this one starts off at a 0.8 here, about a 0.75 there, about a 0.8 in the middle. Okay. Again, I love the distance of the Fordite to the end here. Little close in this side for me, but we'll make this work because there's some pretty cool little bumps in that Fordite there. Again, we're not going to get very deep, so you'll see it below the transparency, which is neat. All right, let's see how far we've gotten into this one here. Looks like about a 0.74. A little bit more to go. I can see some glitter in that clear resin as well. All right, that should be on the money there. We'll shape the end here. Denise, to get the most shape out of yours, I'd recommend that your pens start with a 1-inch blank. That'll give you the most curves. What you got, baby? Crazy, huh? Now this one here, we may make it, so when we shine this up, you're going to see that piece of Fordite. You're not going to feel it. Down in here you may, but right there you're going to see it when we shine this up. I think we're going to make this one a pointy-ended one and make it one of those, what do you call it, rocket ships. So let's go make a rocket ship end here, which is essentially a pointy end, or a, what they call rounded pointy, elongated. Now, the reason I do this is this gives me the ability to push the finger hold down into here instead of making it so near the end, which is going to allow us to dig into this really cool little piece right there. All right, let's see how we're making this end here. This is going to give her about a 0.68 roughly. Now let's get some slope off of that so we can dig into that Fordite. Want to get a very super slight finger hold in here, slammed in a long direction, so that we can start kicking into this Fordite right here. This one's still, we're getting a little bit here, but the rest of it is a little bit bigger, or a little bit deeper. All right, let's figure out where we're going to dive into here. Let's go shape this one the same way, give it a nice long slope. That allows us to get into that Fordite. Because this Fordite's a little deeper into the blank than normal. Okay, now right here, see this? That's what we want to dig into right there. So we're going to make our offset handlebar right there. That's going to look too cool. Good colors in there too. Really good colors. And we're going to take it just a little bit deep because we have plenty of resin to give us strength. Let me slow it down just a hair. Again, we're going to leave it a little fat so we can sand it down. super gentle, super gentle. Because we're going right into this Fordite here, and it's going to look pretty wild, I believe. All right, that's as far deep as we want to go there with a knife. Wow, we really didn't get that deep. That's still down below there, but that'll look cool when we get it all prettied up. All right, that's going to be pretty cool right there. It's going to be a unique one. Okay, blow her off. Let's get to finishing this baby. Got a lot of sanding to do. Going to bring out the rough stuff first. One we just used previously. Feeling good. I'm going to do up the end here. Got a little bit of a flare on this one here to make it look like a rocket nozzle. So I don't want to round that off. I want to come up to it and then hit it from the bottom. All right, that's going to look pretty nifty. All right, we'll put that aside. Let's go up a grade. How many licks does it take to get the middle of a Tootsie Pop? That's what this one should be called. It's got that grape flavored Tootsie Pop look. And instead of chocolate in the middle, you got Fordite. Call this one the Grape Rocket. It's a good choice, Troy, that if you're putting Fordite in there and it's small pieces and not all of it's going to float to the top or to the outside, if you will, then it's good that you make it clear with some exciting glitter in there because that still lets you see your Fordite, especially those cool ones with all the bumpies on them. And I think right now between Troy and Big Al's, I'm going to be busy for a while. If you're watching this, Troy does drops in our Facebook group every Wednesday, and of course some surprise drops we've learned over this past weekend. So it's always easy to get a blank that I can turn for you, and you get to pick that blank out. And better do it quick because they go fast. Do it quick. Troy Shipley is a good old boy from West Virginia. Runs incredible blanks on Facebook group. And I think unbelievable blanks, not incredible blanks, unbelievable blanks on Facebook. I'd recommend you join it if you're looking for blanks. And he runs unbelievable utensils, .com, which is a website. I'm not sure what's there. I haven't been there yet. Been so busy, I haven't been able to get to the site. But I have been to the Facebook group. I joined it and I watch it because it's cool. But anyway, the West Virginia connection is I grew up in Wheeling, West Virginia. Left there in '79 to go seek my excitement in the world, which I have done for a while. Made more exciting by Carrie Costello, my lovely bride, who we have now been together for 41 years, dating, etc., and then married 41 years in this October. Been super lucky. Sometimes life is a crapshoot, and I won that one. Can't win the lottery, but I did win the lottery in marriage. All right. This is going to be one bad A blank, I'm telling you. I'm loving this clear already, and I can already see through it. And of course, even though this blank looks like it's going in that direction, it can be used from either end because this is a finger grip with a hole there for a diamond painting tip, and fully usable on that end and this end over here. This end being a slightly smaller finger grip to give it that sexy contour, but still works like a champ. Sometimes it's a good idea to give your muscles a rest and get a little bit different muscle position, especially when you're doing this for hours on end. And yes, folks, diamond painters do this for hours on end. It's a very enjoyable hobby. Easy to do, fun to do, great product on the outside. I mean, it's just good overall. All right, let's see. I'm going to do a little polish here. Get a little tiny bit of water on my rag to smear the slurry around. There we go. Just some simple plastic polish because, urethane resin is plastic. So it works like a champ. So just met Troy a month or so, two ago, and already got a good connection there. I think it's that West Virginia connection. Nothing like a mountaineer in your life to make things better. Right, Troy? All right, here's the first look. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, look at this one here. So you can see the Fordite down there that's been polished off before he put it in there. And then it's through that glitter. And you can see that piece there. I guess you can see them all if you're looking at them. And this piece we never dug into. It would have been too thin a pen to dig into there. But they came out very cool. A little bit of topographical stuff on there. Beautiful. Let's get a buffing. Okay. Let me switch the camera while we're recording this. There we go. Let me make sure that it's updated and spinning. And yes, it is. So we know the camera's active. So I think this is actually a clear tint with the purple glitter. I thought it was a purple tint, but I think it might be clear. On a thinner pen, make this comment real quick while I'm done. On a thinner pen, we would see a lot more of the Fordite because you'd be digging into it. But this is pretty cool. You see on the side here and on the side here, but you get the surface of the Fordite underneath that. Then this one was up in there. Then this one was on the sides, and then again below it. That's got a pretty interesting pattern. Looks like it might have been cut off of this one right here. Those patterns almost match with the colors. Pretty cool. All right, here we go with another one. I'm going to mount this one right up here. Get rid of my rag. Back to the lathe. Still recording. Let me go check on StreamYard. Make sure it's still recording. Yes, it is. Still recording. All right. This one's already been rounded up. It seems like we're making these faster because we've already rounded them. That takes an extra 5 minutes per pen. But this is going to be some pretty cool stuff here. We might be digging into this here, which goes across there. So we might get some undulation in there. So we're definitely going to go for baseball bats on then so we can dig into this stuff here. I'll have to see what this does across the middle too. Might be neat. Here we go. All right, blower on. See how we're doing for digging in. About a 0.78 there, so we got a little more room to go. Again, we can get the resin down where we need it to be. That's about a 0.74 because that doesn't sand as easily as the Fordite does. .71 on them, actually about 0.71 and a half. The finishing sanding will take that one down nicely. Let's finish the end of it here. Very nice. Let's go to the other end. 0.77 still. .71 on the money. Okay. Now we get to play with the Fordite. All right, the ends are done. Now let's see what we're going to do to the middle. So we want to dig into this one. And I think that one goes straight through. So we want to dig into that one. So let's get us a mark here. So we can bring that out there. And I think we're going to do about right here. That'll give us plenty of finger grip there. And this one here, we'll probably dig in right about halfway through that guy. This is going to be a little asymmetrical, isn't it? Again, the blank tells us where to go. There's that one. There's that one. And if we find the middle, 5.5, 2 7/5. You know, that's not too asymmetrical. It's about 1 1/4 in each direction. Pretty good. Worked out well. All right, let's come in here. Again, a little shallow because we can always sand it down where we need it. That's what you want to do with Fordite. All right, that should be good there. They're going to be deeper than that eventually, but we're just going to whittle our way down. I'm actually waiting for the first Fordite blank to present itself that would make a killer I Dream of Jeannie cut. So that was Fordite right there. We're diving right into there. Got to be super careful as we get down there. All right, time for sanding. So the ends are all done. We just got to finish them up. These in the middle is where we're actually going to still shape a little bit. And oh yeah, that's going to be really good. That's going to be nice there too. Too bad it wasn't a little bit thinner. We could have dove in there. We'll sand down a little bit, uncover a little bit of that, but not a lot, because that would make the pen too thin. But this will be a cool piece in the middle, and that'll be awesome right here. That's going to be good. All right, blow her off. Reduce the noise in the shop. I got to refill my water. Okay, here we go. Funny, as you're shaping it, you can hear it start out rough, and then it just gets quiet because all the rough edges disappeared. Let's see if I can get a little bit of depth right here with this sandpaper. Yeah, we're getting a little bit. Doesn't take a lot, just the right amount. Yeah, when designing Fordite blanks, you have to think about what type of pen are you designing it for? How are you going to lay the Fordite in there to get the most impact when you're doing the pen? An ink pen or pencil set or fountain would be totally different. Not totally, a little bit different than if you're doing it for a diamond painting pen. Because the show on the curves would be a bit different. Yeah, that's good. You also don't want to build up too much heat in the Fordite when you're finishing, because that will cause it to warp, to loosen, and all that good kind of stuff. So you don't want to do that too much either. Let's come down this end here. Let the other end cool off a little bit. I could tell it's getting a little bit warm. Cut that one there. It's got a piece of resin missing right there. Okay. Almost. Little tiny piece there. All right, the rest of that. That might have got it there. Yep, that'll sand out now nicely. Okay, here we go. I could tell I had a bump in there, but it was just a piece of resin chipped out. All right, rest of it's doing good. Let me blow that little junk off the end there. Extra. All right, now we take it up. That's a good finish there. Ooh, that's smooth. Nice. Okay, let's do the ends up here. Next step up. What's up, baby? Nothing. Cheating? What are you cheating on? You know what? To who? Oh. Well, that's good. Oh, you sneaky. Sneaking through the grass. Leopards are sneaky. Listen, everybody, you should know that. Leopards are sneaky. Were you filming me turning or FaceTiming? Oh. Oh, I was going to say, what good would that do me making a video? But yes. Yeah, if you get that Fordite right in the right spot, that's why I don't like it near the end, because definitely in the end, especially with a thick pen, you're not really going to get into that Fordite too much. So it's super important where you put the Fordite on which type of pen you're going to do. You could almost design the pen backwards. Yep. One for each end. Yep. Yep. Just put them in there. And then tell them that when you put the tip down, you screw that, you put that O-ring in, then you screw the tip down. And that gives it a nice cushion to friction into. Yeah. I mean, Diamond Art Club didn't include them, but I think it's a good idea. It grips nicely. Keeps it from coming loose, too. Yep, it's like a rubber lock washer. Yep, gotcha. Okay, polish time. Okay, there we go. Whew, looking good. Yeah, that was a nice topographical map there. Look at that. All three of them got that in there. Got them in there just right. Now, if they were thicker, they would be on both sides. But that is gorgeous. I love especially when the yellow and the red pop out on that. That's cool. Okay, buffing time. Buffing time, buffing time. And then we're going to do a round one. And I'm going to do some, we got one more Fordite here. We'll do in the next video. Let's see, what did I just do? That one here. Got to buff it up. Oh, got to change the cameras. There it is, all polished up. There's some great colors in there. My goodness. Too cool. All right, let's do this cool colored one here. This will be neat. Who made this blank here? Is this round one a Troy blank too?
Yep.
Nice.
It's all his except for the white and glitter one. They're all his except for this one.
I'm itching to do a vases on this one. Let's see what happens when we uncover the inside.
Look at the colors. Look at the prismatic in that.
Yep.
That's what's cool. That's what I love.
So first thing we got to do is shave it. See what we get. Blower on.
Gary, leopard leather work.
Uh-oh.
And this is Jim turning one of Troy's blank for the
I'm actually shaving the outside of it that sticks to the mold so I can see what's on the inside of it. I just take out the outer skin.
see what that looks like.
Oh, look at those lines.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. Yeah, that's some neat stuff.
That's some cool stuff. Look at that prismatic. I love that.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Baseball bat ends, and we're going to do vases on this one.
Faces or bases?
Vases.
Bases. Be back in a flash.
Seven one on the money. All right, here we go. Finish this puppy up. Okay, more sandpaper. Highest level grit now. Highest level that I use anyway. The mystery on this is I haven't stopped it since I started, and it'll be always a mystery of what the patterns are in this. But this is a solid resin vertical pour, which means you pour it from top to bottom and not laying on its side. And you pour it into a mold that is cylindrical, and you get to play with those things. And of course, after you're done playing with the resin, it's going to move all by itself, do some other cool things. So that's always the fun part, to see how it comes out. I see a lot of prismatic right there on the highlight there. It might be pretty neat to look at here. All right, here we go. Still a little bit of polish on it. We'll buff that off. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Wow, he's got a prismatic that's got a blue highlight prismatic and a purple prismatic. I think there's two in there, or it's the same one and it's a purple blue prismatic with that cool green in there. Yeah. All right, let me switch the cameras. Just pulled the bushings out. Got a chamfer the ends. All right, here we go. Polish this baby up. There she is. That is a pretty one. 5 1/4, 5.5 long. I call them elephant ends when they're this big, but they're essentially baseball bat ends with a couple of vases butt to butt in the middle. That's a good one to do that too, because you get all this undulation in here and different levels. You can see that purple, it goes through underneath that green, it comes out over here. continues on over here to here. So you can see we cut into the paths of that stuff. Very neat. Very cool. Okay, so just as a review, these are the 4 that we just turned in this video. 3 Fordite blanks, absolutely stunning. And then this 1 solids resin blank. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and we shall see you real soon. I'm going to run the outro, and we'll see you in the next video.